Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. And he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Carr. Under pressure. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Sends it back in motion. Uh-oh, look out. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Here's a give to Peoples. He's past the sticks. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. On the ground, it's Hansen. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's changing the play. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Stop right there. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Here's Peoples. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to...
Upstairs to make the catch. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this
catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Gets the back moving. Throwing. Carr. Moving out to the right. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Hansen. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Changing the routes with his receivers. He's dropped.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Hand off, Peoples running left. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Out wide left, it's Mobley. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late-season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries, too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide-out level noise. Shakes off the defender. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll move the wide receiver. Play fake, Carr. Here comes the heat. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Second and long here. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Straight ahead, it's Walton. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Looking to take a shot. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Turning it on! The 50, the 40, inside the 30. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Motion from the back. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give running right, it's Peoples. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Needs it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hansen. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tough run here. It's Peoples. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. And they've regained the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Loose in the middle. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Fresh set of downs going up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Why do they call it a curl route? You see the wide receiver, he stems to the top of this break, and when he breaks, he curls back towards the football, finds the little hole in the zone. Great throw by the quarterback to hit him.
In the red area, it's Walton. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Carr on play action. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quick give. It's Martin.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. Powers through the defender. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Snags it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down to the air. He wants to go deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pulls it. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's Northwestern in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Peoples. He's got the first down. Maybe some room here. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Here's Peoples one more time. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Martin. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Making the adjustment. Moves the pocket. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Firing to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking long. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense...
There he goes! Past the 50. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Handoff for Peoples. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Carr. He wants to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. You know, the numbers for Notre Dame receivers aren't always prolific, but you think of Tim Brown, Rocket Ismail, Jeff Samardzija. They've had a lot of tremendous receivers. This guy fits right in that category.
Yeah, and when you think about those guys in Notre Dame history, those are all guys that you throw it near him, they're going to catch it. And he seems to come up with the ball when it comes near him. I'm going to feature him. He's going to be the guy that I'm going to go after because I know if it's him on somebody else, if it's a 50-50 ball, it ain't 50-50 anymore. He's going to come down with it, and I trust him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Sees an alley. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Run in the red zone. It's Walton. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hits inside. It's Martin. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's a give to Peoples. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st down. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Left side is Mobley. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Carr can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Snap in the shotgun. Out wide left, it's Graham. It's a seam wide open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Now on the move. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Straight ahead, it's Martin. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Peoples. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got a little space. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll run it here on third and goal. Guys there to get him on the ground.
And here's the deal. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with James Peoples. Touchdown, Penn State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Got to find a completion on this one. Rush right in his face. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss.